Hey, good morning. Welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com. I'm Fred. This is Kevin. Hopefully by now you know us. If not, welcome for joining our first show.
Absolutely.
Well, it's not our first show, but it's your first show. It's actually our 300 and some odd show.
400.
400 and some odd.
Over 400.
I don't even know why I call it a show. It's like a video blog. We put it on YouTube. But
well, it would be a vlog or a...
Well, we have sponsors sometimes. Like, what do we got today? Starbucks sponsoring our episode? Can I see that?
Absolutely. New
Okay.
logo and everything.
That's why I call it a show, because we have sponsors now.
I wish
They don't pay us anything, but we have sponsors. So,
well, hey, another sponsor though, a paying sponsor is Short Sales Gone Well. On August 4th in San Jose, California. Okay, we're not really paying ourselves, but that'd be funny.
No, honestly, what we're saying here is that we're launching a brand new class that we're taking all around the country. We're working, we have a class scheduled August 4th, right?
Yep.
In San Jose, California, the Bay Area, a little south of the Bay Area. But for those of you in the greater Bay Area, come join us.
Generally the Bay Area.
And then we're also working on a class in Washington, maybe a class even in Minnesota. Maybe going back into Kansas where we've been earlier this year. So we're scheduling classes all around the country. I would encourage you, if you would like us to bring Short Sales Gone Wild to your area, fill out a form. We actually have a link on the top of the website here called Come to My Office. Fill out the form so you can get in touch with us. We'd be happy to share with you the details of that class. And if you want to know more about what we're teaching at that class, head on over to the events page or click the link below here for details to go directly to the events page.
Yep.
Now that we've gotten rid of the 1.5 minute promos, let's talk about today's subject.
Let's jump into it.
Okay, so Kevin, I was working on a Litton loan servicing short sale file last week. And I bring this up because we had actually, first of all, I'm kind of sad we took this listing because it's way too low of a dollar for us to be anywhere profitable with it. But that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
Anyway, this particular short sale transaction, the negotiator had assigned to her for over 30, 45 days. And I believe Litton is the investor on it. It's not a government-sponsored investor. It's not FHA, VA, Freddie, or Fannie, right?
Yeah,
so I'm pretty sure Litton owns this one or has full delegation on it. So this file has been bounced around. Honestly, we dropped the ball at one point and we caused at least a week to 10 days delay on a file. But the thing is, we got it going back in the right direction. We got the negotiator submitted for approval. Contacted her over and over and over. No response, no response. Finally, right, she writes back one morning, oh, it got kicked out of the closing department. I'm resubmitting it today. No further information around what happened, why it got kicked out, when to expect an approval, why she's such a wonderful woman,
lazy,
or anything of that sort. And so I finally say, enough's enough. She won't tell us who her manager is because you can't get her on the phone and she won't respond back via email. So I just did what we call top-down escalation. I went to the highest contact I have at Litton Loan Servicing, who happens to be Larry Litton himself, the CEO, and I looked up on the internet. I did not have his phone number, Kevin, did not have his email address. Brett and I, our lead negotiator, our short sale manager, did about 7 minutes of internet research each at the same time. 7 minutes.
Wow.
And we found his direct phone number and his email address. For free, mind you. It didn't take us that long. And I gave him a call. We left him a message. The following day, called back again. Got his assistant on the phone. Explained my situation. I was kind as could be. Explained how I love doing short sales with Litton. In the past, they've been phenomenal to work with. Because truthfully, they actually have been pretty good in the past. Right? Yeah, I'll use a Brian Gubernick one. Anyhow, she went on to tell me who my negotiator reported to, right?
Okay. And
then I went on to say, she said, well, that's pretty much the manager that runs the floor. I go, so she's kind of in charge of all short sales? Well, there's one more person that's above her, but he's like more at an executive kind of level, if you will. He's not always in the office. He does meetings. And I go, what's his name? I went on to get the names of both the head manager that runs the floor and the guy that actually runs the whole department, so probably the senior vice president. I got their names, I got both of their email addresses, and I got both of their direct phone numbers from one phone call to the CEO's office.
Because you asked.
Because I asked. And it was also not that I asked, it was how I asked. I didn't go in bitching and complaining. I actually went in just seeking a solution, telling her, building a story, if you will, a case as to why this particular homeowner deserved better than the 70+ days of waiting we had been experiencing.
Absolutely.
And wouldn't you know, after I did that, within 3 business days, we had an approval.
Shocking how that worked.
Shocking. Now, let's not just go, oh, that's amazing. Let's tell the real story. The approval, one of them expired the day before I was given the approval, right? Like the expiration on the approval letter was the day before.
Oh my
And the
goodness.
other approval letter actually expires today. You're watching this video on Wednesday the 29th. It expires today. I got an approval this past weekend that was good for 3 business days.
This is why I laugh at people who say, short sales are getting easier, right? Yeah, I got a freaking approval that was expired before it got to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting easier.
I have yet to compose the email, but as soon as we're done recording this video, I will be back at my desk calling and composing the email to those 2 head people. Now, here's the deal. I didn't actually ever go to the top person I got the name for. I went to that other mid-level manager and the negotiator. But guess what? They didn't prove and they didn't give me any results. So who do you think I'm going to go back to this time?
Well, they give you results. They give you poor results, which is the reason why you'll go to the...
Correct. So this time I'm going to go to the head guy and copy the 2 nutcases for not doing their job properly, call them out, and get my approval letter good through the end of July like it should be.
Absolutely.
Yep. And you might think I'm mad right now, and I'm just absolutely just don't care. So I'm not mad. I'm not happy about it, but I just won't stand for those results. But that's the power of top-down escalation. And if you want to hear more stories like that and you want to get more details on how to do that...
Or if you want to even know what top-down escalation really is, then
you need to come to Short Sales Gone Wild. Absolutely.
I mean, we're going to go over that. That's a big part of the class.
But if you're sitting around waiting for your negotiator today to get back to you on a file that you've had for 60 or 90 or 120 days, stop it. Go above them. Go beyond them. Okay? There are other files that have already gotten approved by that person that just came in this month. I promise you. There are files that have hit that person's desk in the last 30 days that have gotten approved.
Yep.
Why? Because that agent that submitted that file escalated right away when something went wrong and you've been sitting around waiting. So don't wait like we did. I mean, giving you a real story. I don't know how to be any more real than that.
Let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
1,
2,
3.
Short Sale Power Hour! Short Sale Power Hour!